All right, so we're going to solve between negative 2 pi and 2 pi and also state the general solution. So for the first one, for 2a, we've got cos squared and cos. At least it's all one function. We don't have to use sine squared plus cos squared equals 1. But because it's a quadratic, we're going to try and factor this. It's already equal to 0. So we're going to say to ourselves, if it could be factored, it would have to be 2 cos and cos. Maybe I should spread things out here so I can write a little bit better. 2 cos x and cos x. And in order to get a 1 as the last number, can you see that it's going to have to be 1 and 1? Now, one of them has to be positive and one of them has to be negative. Now, if I look at my outside right now, my outside's going to be 2, my inside's going to be 1. And I want those to be combined to get a negative cos. So my outside's going to have to be negative cos. My inside's going to have to be plus 1 cos. Do a quick check every time you factor. Multiply it out to see if it matches. First terms match, the last ones match. The outside and the inside combine to get negative cos. Perfect. Now that we've done that, we know that cos x is either negative a half or cos x is equal to 1. Is a half part of your pie plate? Yes. So, what family? Pi over 3. And because it's negative, you're going to look in quadrant 2, quadrant 3. Is 1 part of our pie plate? Yes. When does that happen for cos? At 0 and 2 pi. Now, what we did right now is we solved it between 0 and 2 pi. Same thing we did last time. Last time we did a check and we noticed, oh, it was supposed to be in degrees. This time we do a check and it goes from negative 2 pi to 2 pi. Does that include 0 to 2 pi? Yes. So all of these answers are going to stay. But now we also have to look from 0 to negative 2 pi. So if I think about these answers, and again, you can draw a picture, it might help you visualize these. 2 pi over 3 is here. 4 pi over 3 is here. 0 and 2 pi are there. When I'm going in the negative direction, we have to figure out what this angle is going to be. We're going to have to figure out what this angle is going to be. And we're going to have to figure out what that angle is going to be. I'm going to write the ones that correspond right below. So this one right here is going to go below 2 pi over 3. What angle would that be? Negative 4 pi over 3. And this one that corresponds with 4 pi over 3 will be negative 2 pi over 3. And we've already got 0 and 2 pi going backwards. We would include negative 2 pi. I also do a check to make sure that those equal signs are there, because it might mean you don't include negative 2 pi or 2 pi, but in this case you would. So this one has 7 answers. Now, it said also find the general solution. So these are the 7 answers for the solution over the domain negative 2 pi to 2 pi. The general solution well, what did we do with the general solution? We wrote out all the answers from 0 to 2 pi. Which were they? We got 2 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3. And can you see that 0 and 2 pi end at the exact same place? So you wouldn't have to include both of them. We could just get away with just one of them. Then, for the general solution to each one of our answers from 0 to 2 pi, we can add 2k pi, where k is an integer. So I'd like you to try 14b right now, and you can do questions 12 and 13 as well.